This game started with a heavyweight bout between London's Mike Ware and the River Kings' Clayton Norris. Welcome to the London Arena. in the neutral zone. Mike Ware looking for somebody to poke, and here we go. Mike Ware pushing everyone away. Mike Ware really wants to get at somebody, and this is just brutal. Someone's got to get a hold of this guy because it's obviously unnecessary right now. Mike Ware just looking for somebody in a black jersey. Finds Bowen, who made the hit. And Gary, as you said, it was a clean hit. Mike Ware just wasting time right now.
I didn't think there was a lot in it. Obviously, they saw something that we didn't, but you know, Mike Ware's that sort of customer who will challenge anybody if he felt that their team's been done wrong. But I think that'll be the last of you see of Mike Ware in this game.
Mike Ware wanting to make a statement for the London Knights, saying, we're going to watch out for our players. Ware is looking hard for Bowen, gets a hold of him. Looks like he cracked him once on the helmet. And then it was just a wrestling match.
It never hurts when you get hit on the head with a helmet on, that's for sure.
No. Hurts the other guy's hand. There goes Ware. He gets ejected from the game. Of the game. And here comes Rushforth on his off wing. Shot, save.
Great shot by Rushford. I mean, again, oh, here we go. We got another sort of altercation down in the Nottingham goal mouth.
Bowen getting picked on again, I guess, from that hit earlier on. Can't see who's in there from London.
No, I think the London boys are still taking offense to that hit from earlier on, but it looks like it's Scott Campbell. Scott Campbell's come in there.
Like you said, taking offense from that open ice hit. And now we can actually head down to Shannon Hope, ringside.
Yeah, some news down from the medical room here. Neil Martin, who took that hit from Bowden earlier on and went off from the stretcher. Apparently he was never unconscious. He actually twigged a muscle in his shoulder when he hit the ice, and would send some signals down his arm, and he couldn't feel his fingers in one hand. He's actually been resting here for a few minutes. He's gone to the hospital. He actually can feel his hand now. They don't think it is as serious as it looked, and we wish Neil all the best.
Thanks a lot, Shannon, for that good news. Taking a 2-minute minor for roughing. And as you said, the London Knights just sending a message to Bowen and the Nottingham Panthers. A minor for roughing. And as you said, the London Knights just sending a message to Bowen and the Nottingham Panthers. We got to protect our players.
Absolutely. You know, you make a statement, you definitely don't want people running over you, and you know, that's what London's done. They've sort of tried to stamp their authority and say, hey, this isn't going to happen again.
And we got another fight now going down in the corner. Here we go. Vista flying.
I think it's Mark Hussey for London.
Hussey and Kane, and Hussey caning Kane.
No pun intended.
Getting a shed load of punches in there. Kane not really being able to get a hold of his feet. Two pretty tough guys, but that one going Kane's way.
Well, Hussey, I mean, he's a big boy standing at 6'4", and you know, he's not going to take much out there. Kane, again, another big competitor at 6'3", and those guys weigh some pounds, so there's some two heavyweights going at it. But I didn't see how that all started. I think that was just something off the puck that they both took offense to and decided, hey.
As I said, Hussey definitely getting in more punches there. Hussey getting the 2+2 minor penalties. So he's got 4 minutes to serve, and Kane identical penalties, 2+2s each, and some good punches going either way there. Actually.
Great chance for Dan Seaman. Great penalty killing by the Sheffield Steelers, very aggressive. As Scott Campbell comes out of the penalty box and now attacks. Mike Ware, oh, we've given a bit of rough attention to Kip Noble, as this London Knights team seems to be very fired up for this game. Some disgusting play though, seeing Dan Seaman shoot the puck, then Ian Cooper come in with a massive cross-check after the play. And as Dan Seaman hit the ice, another cross-check from Ian Cooper came across his back. As Tommy Plummer comes out of the box, has a few words with Jeff Hope. He's not too careful, he's going to be back in the box. And both of them are going now. Derek Laxton's taking a shot from behind. That was Mike Ware. Oh dear, the referee Mike Rowe is really going to have to watch this one, because this one's going to break. Tommy Plummer's asking Tommy Plummer is asking Greg Burke if he's interested in going, and Tommy Plummer's going to go. Tommy Plummer and Jeff Hogue. Tommy Plummer gets some lefties in. Great work, Tommy Plummer. Oh, it's some great lefts. Tommy Plummer keeps on going. Hogue's going with the right, and Tommy Plummer gets in with another and puts into the ice. Still going though. Tommy Plummer shows no loss as he switches now. Goes righty, lefty. Tommy Plummer covers him. Oh, and that's a win for Tommy Plummer. He just absolutely felled Jeff Hogue, not renowned for his fighting ability, but a southpaw Tommy Plummer filled his face with that one, and I think Tommy Plummer may be taking an early shower with this one. Mike Rowe's going to struggle to keep control in this one if he's going to let these go. Does I remember right?
Beating Ash. Looked like little girly punches. Didn't get any big bombs in. Made it look good for the crowd, but I don't think any of those tagged. But the London Knights are saying, I'm going to have a bit of you. We got more on the other side of the ice.
Kenny Nygaard going in there, trying to protect his players.
Well, that's right. You can imagine Chris McSorley would have given everyone the green light to get over there. Here we go on the other side. Looks like Blair Scott. Blair Scott feeding in there.
Can't see who the other player, London player is.
It's got a two, might be Burke. Yeah, Burke and Scott. And neither one of those are going to go down. They're going to keep going. Scott's a tough guy. So is Greg Burke. Not heavyweight, but definitely up there. But we can get everything taken care of after the break. It's 2-2. There's a lot of action. Make sure you join us after the break. Storm established a 2-0 lead in the second. Then also in the second, London started to peg it back. Darren Banks on the doorstep to make it 2-1. Then Bice in the slot with a great pass from Burke. One-timed it through the 5-hole of Frank Peter Angelo. 2-2 the score after 2 periods. Match facts you can see more or less even all the way down the board. London with an extra power play, but no power plays for either team. There was plenty of action towards the end of the second frame. This is how it all ended. Krumschmidt and Ash squaring off. Then at the bottom of your screen, Burke and Scott doing a bit of shirt tugging and then landing a few bombs on one another. It didn't end there though. The teams congregated in front of Manchester's bench and all had a little bit of a wrestling and pushing match. So after that, this is how the penalties were established. 2+2 for Krumschmidt, Scott 2+2, Miller with a 2-minute unsportsmanlike conduct, Ash 2+2, Burke 2+2, and Nygaard 2-minute elbowing penalty. So that is all gonna.
The tension boiled over in the final period. Sean Byram and London's Mark Hussey tangling in this battle. And there was to be more problems seconds later. Cam Bristow and Rob Kenny going at it. Greg Smith piled in. He was rightly ejected for third man.
But they are clearing their zone now. The play gets whistled up on the far side in the neutral zone, and we got a little bit of, again, Gary, nothing that like you said, nothing will blow out of proportion here. No team wants to go shorthanded, but no one's going to back down either.
No, I don't think they can. You're still having a little scuffle there with the London bench. Ward in there. Ware now looking. Ware and...
Here we go. Schulte and Ware. Schulte swinging, Ware not with the gloves off. Ware's actually, you can see he's been given the command by McSorley not to drop the gloves. But I think in this case it may work against the London Knights because he'll probably get the penalty call anyway.
I think definitely Schulte will get the extra 2 minutes if that's what Kirkham will call. I'm pretty sure Ware will go as well, but Schulte could get the extra 2.
There, Schulte goes down into the penalty box.
You knew sooner or later it was going to happen. You'll see here, Ware takes a cross check right at Schulte. And that definitely sparked it off because Schulte's still down there.
So is Schulte saying, I'm going to get up and maybe spark up the boys a little bit, fight Ware?
I think so. Why not? You know, if you can get in there and do something like that, that can turn a team around. Look at that. He throws a couple good punches in. Ware doesn't really want to know at this stage. He's thinking, all right, let Schulte take the penalty. Nothing's happened to me at this point.
Ware is actually standing on the far side. He is going to get the penalty call. It'll be very interesting to see what happens because he didn't drop his gloves. And we do know if he did drop his gloves, we would have seen a different thing there and big bombs going either way. But instead, we just saw him going the other way. Ware now going head back to the London Knights bench. Don't actually know if he's going to get a penalty on it.
You know, I'm not too sure at this stage. If he didn't get one for that cross check, he was lucky there, but it looks like he's going to the bench.
Kelman with a great play that broke up the 2-on-1, but Rushmore picked it up and had the shot away anyway. Now, here we go. Here we go. Kelman. Kelman and Kenny dancing and getting ready to duke it out. They better start throwing quickly.
Well,
otherwise the linesman will jump in.
Linesman just go and say you either go right
Here
or
we
break
go.
it.
Here we go. Kenny levels Kelman with a couple rights and lefts.
That's livening this crowd up even more.
I'm out of my seat.
So am I. Kelvin's still throwing. Linesman's trying to break it up.
Well, Gary, we saw the linesman standing off to let the players do their stuff. Why didn't they come in a little bit earlier?
Well, put it this way. You got two big boys out there that are eventually going to throw something, and being a linesman, you're not overly that big. I wouldn't want to get in there and try to break something up and find that I've got a punch coming in the side of my head. So they let them go. You know, they let them tire themselves out, let them throw a few punches. They'll tire themselves out eventually, and then they can break it up.
Well, it was a good duke either way. Here we can see Kenny getting a couple in right away to do it. He winds up, gets blocked, and another shot comes raining in. Andy Bezo back out on the ice. Big hit!
Sit down.
Bezo making his mark on the game. He's already gone off. Only 2.5 minutes into the game. Got off for a roughing call. Now he's back out on the ice and he picks up the puck. Whistle on the play, but the crowd was so loud he couldn't hear it. Andy Bezo throwing 3 big heavy hits.
I'll tell you what. Well, watch it here. I mean, this guy takes no prisoners whatsoever, and he just lines them up, you know, comes in, full pelt, and he wants to hurt. There's no doubt about it. He wants to hurt. He is just a, you know, a firecracker of a player out there.
Referee.
He wraps things up. The action here didn't end in the final buzzer, however, things getting a bit overheated. London's Darren Banks, the chief protagonist, involved with more than one Ayr player before the dust had settled. Byram and Banks both took gross misconduct penalties after this one. The Ayr captain saw his overturned after the video evidence was studied. Banks would ultimately fly back to the USA as his club anticipated a lengthy ban.
But not the end of the story. On the buzzer, there was mayhem. Rod Tremblay, number 46, takes a lunge at Knights debutant Sean Wansborough, and that sets off a chain of incidents, the most talked about involving Darren Banks and Byram. Banks picked up a gross misconduct from manhandling linesman Andrew Alsop. Byram also picked up a gross misconduct. Both were appealing against the call, which brings an automatic 2-match ban. Banks then went toe-to-toe with Cam Bristow. No love lost between these two.
Or your linesman sometimes go in to break up a fist fight?
Well, where you've got two willing combatants and they want to go for it, then we'll leave them to it. But as soon as one player's getting an advantage or somebody's being injured, then it's time for us to step in and stop.
London looking for a way back into the game. Nobody in centre ice. There's something distracting the players and the officials. Graham Garden and Rick Brabant having a bit of a set too. And neither of them wants to lose this encounter. I'm just going to go to the ice pretty soon. Garden's trying to wrestle Brabant and down they go. Linesman in to break it up. Cooper, long-range blast.
It sets up Glenn Mulvenna, and that's one apiece. Into overtime, and there's a rare Newcastle gamble. It backfires. They put on the extra skater, but concede an empty netter to Andy Bezo 3 seconds from the end. 8 points out of 8 for the Knights. For a
little bit of a practice going on. Hoffman comes in, and there we go. Hoffman and Wasborough. Hoffman feeding Wasborough. Getting him on top and back of the helmet. It's just going to hurt Hoffman's hand until he can get his helmet off. He goes left now. Going a bit southpaw. Feeding him in. Wansborough and Hoffman still going. Linesman holding up. Wait until they tire out. And even Nigel Boniface holding Hoffman's boom back. Hoffman with Lauren on Wansborough, and really not much on that one.
Not much on that one right at this moment, but this game's a long way from over, folks. I'll tell you, there could be a rematch in this one. But it all started with Wansborough and Clancy having a few words down there, and Hoffman coming in. But Wansborough not dropping his gloves, just holding on to Hoffman, who was definitely throwing lefts. Then he changed and go right. But it all started right here. You'll see Wansborough comes in, gives Clancy a shove, a little stick, few words. Hoffman comes in there and says, hey, look it, buddy, if you want to go, let's go right now. And he starts wailing.
Hoffman taking the 2+2 for roughing. He goes for a turnaround shot, misfires. Puck bouncing. Those aren't easy shots to do, folks. There you go. Now we see him emptying an open ice hit against Matt here. They corral into Shervin. So Bizo maybe heard me.
I think he did, yeah. So that Rothwell guy is calling me up here. Got to do something. No, I mean, but that's the sort of thing they need. They need somebody to start. They need somebody to step up and take control of this game, right? And if it takes a hit, or if it takes a slash, or it takes a fight, then somebody's got to step up and do it, and that's what they've got to do. Bizo out there a moment, throwing a couple hits around, taking Mattier on, and says, hey, I'll take Shervin as well. And just those little things can spark a team up.
Right there, you can see him giving a little look to the crowd. Little sly look through the glass. And Shervin, and there's another big hit. London starting to count the hits up a little bit. Another big hit against Cale Short. It just pins up Bizo against the boards. Clancy and Hode working as well. Shervin having a hard time getting the trapper down on that. And again, Niker in there with McCosh. McCosh losing his footing. But Shervin down.
Shervin's down.
It's not good for the Sheffield Steelers. You can see he's maybe a guy fell on the back of his leg.
Going Weaver taking out Bizo there, getting him out. A couple other body checks being thrown. They're starting to get a little bit more aggressive in the Sheffield end zone.
Here we go, here we go.
But now we got a fight
Weaver
going.
and Niker. And Weaver with a quick shot, quick left on Niker. He's got the big claw on. Niker's just talking to him.
Niker trying to get his balance at the moment, just trying to get himself set and loose. You got a couple heavyweights going here.
I'll tell you what, Weaver doing a good job stepping in there against Niker, saying that we're not going to back down to any of the big boys. Weaver can throw him himself. Niker just...
There we go, there's a right.
With a quick shot on Weaver.
Sort of cheeky right coming in off for Weaver.
Well, he waited long enough. I'm sure we'll see round two. Niker chirping to Weaver.
Well, this dance is definitely not over. Their card will be marked again, I'm pretty sure, before this night's out.
And Gary, you talk about what it takes to fire teams up. Jason Weaver taking a 2+2 roughing call.
I think Nikar off the back is going to have the same 2+2, but I think he's going to have an extra 10 thrown on top of it.
He does, a 2+2 plus 10. Personal misconduct penalty.
He'll get the 2-for-2 for roughing, but he'll get the 10-minute.
Bregwell out front. Vial spins and shoots on the backhand. That one's in front. Vial and Ash, here we go. What's going to happen here?
Oh,
Bizo comes in. Here we go. Vial and Bizo. Vial hammering Bizo in the back of the head as he slips. Bizo just came charging in to nail Vial.
6'1" against 5'10". 5'10" against 6'1". That's how it started.
And 5'10" ain't giving up.
He's still scrapping.
Well, the key is to watch Short and Matt here, see if they drop any lower.
Biel gets one out in front. Biel fights for it. Ash and him go in. Holt comes in. And then watch right there. Bang. Bezo just hammers from behind. And now they're going at it. Biel throwing a couple haymakers there. But I've got to say, there's probably, I mean, it's close to getting maybe a 10-minute from hitting from behind call on that.
So Dennis Biel getting a 2+2 for roughing, plus a 10 misconduct. And they'll have to stay. Bezo gets 2+2, but he gets 2 for roughing and also the 2 for charging. Then a 10-minute misconduct. Referee Nigel Boniface handing out those to keep those guys in the box so that nothing else develops. But they have to stay in case there's overtime. That's goes up the middle. Icing call. And here, look at the air bench. Look at the air Scottish Eagles bench. Bezo, he's calling on the bench. He's calling on Trombley from the bench. Here we go. From the bench. Bezo's taking on the Air Scottish Eagles. Whole bench. Unbelievable.
London's going to have to go. The other players weren't watching. They didn't realize what was going on.
Folks, do not leave your seat. Because if you go in to the kitchen for a cup of tea, you're going to miss something. Because Bezo and Trombley or Stevenson are going to go. Bezo stood in front of the whole Air Scottish Eagles bench and took them on. And the Air Scottish Eagles, obviously a team with a ton of pride, said no way. And they would have actually dragged him in there and took him to the car park.
Well, you've got to have something there, intestinal fortitude, something. I mean, basically going on there, he's called the whole bench on himself, and you'll see it right there. Trombley looking to get in there. He thinks, you know, hey, he throws it, Bezo comes back. And then he's going down the line.
Look at Stevenson come in, throw the punch in. So he get nailed there by Stevenson.
Double team him right in there.
And then Trombley over the top. This is playoff hockey.
Well, I'll tell you what. That won't be the last time you see that go on tonight.
These guys are just going to fight, claw for everything.